Hey guys, Matt here. As you can see, I am back at the bed of our 2024 Raptor build. You guys have seen in previous videos, we're getting this truck ready to go out to King of the Hammers. We got some of the big pieces in place, but this is really going to be about setting up these bedside racks, the MOLLE panels, and the rest of the bed for that trip. So I've got a handful of stuff here. I'm going to keep pulling more stuff. I've got some quick release MOLLE mounts that you guys have not seen yet because we've been working on patent pending stuff. If you were at SEMA, you might have seen these. Let's get into it. This is our recovery rope and soft shackles. I kind of would like to keep this dry, but this bag is feeling pretty weather resistant. So I'm going to set this aside. If we find a great spot for it in the bed, we'll do it there. Otherwise, there will be space in the cab for this. Along with our tool roll, this is something kind of cool. This tool roll and roadside assistance kit, there is nothing in it for me. I just had some Ford points that were going to expire. And there's some nice options. This is actually like a pretty decent set of tools. It seems to be F-150 specific, so there's the wrenches and the sockets and stuff that you would actually need, as detailed as including trim popping tools. So this is great. This will prevent us from needing to raid our boxes here in order to prep a truck for a trip like this. We can just roadside assistance kit. Same deal with the Ford points. I haven't even opened this yet. Vest, some first aid. Glow stick, poncho, triangle, looks like maybe jumper cables. So like all that miscellaneous stuff you'd want to carry, I may add to that. There's certainly space in the bag. So got the basics covered. The two things that I know that I have to mount in the bed for sure are the jack handle for a Pro Eagle jack and my Shovel-Tech shovel. I'm going to see if I can't fit them both on this side. If access is a little bit difficult, it's not important to me that I can access these without removing the spare. That's very easy. In a case where I need the jack and the shovel, taking the spare out, not a big deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can fit these in there. All right, so these quick releases, we had them at SEMA. These are prototypes. This happens to be prototype 5. And patent pending. We've been kind of quiet about them while we get our patent and IP stuff in order. I think it's actually very likely that the product we release will be different from this. But fundamentally similar. So I'm going to start using these in this bed as just a way to kind of test and play around with them, and because we happen to have them. So you're going to see as I set these up that this saves us quite a bit of time and makes configuring and reconfiguring the bed very, very easy. The product that we come out with from a production standpoint, whether it looks like this or not, will function very, very similarly. So you'll get a sense of what that looks like. All right, so this is one of the first times I've set up a bed with our bridge panel. And so the first thing I'm going to do here is just basically verify that the rise in these is big enough to clear the bridge panel on these F-Series trucks. The bed requires that bridge panel jogs out, and I can already tell it's not going to be a problem at all. So let's see. The question then is, do I want this up top or the shovel? I'm going to do the same test with the shovel. I think I'm going to want the spade of the shovel possibly like here. I seem to recall last year it being very tight right here, but actually not impossible. I might like this right here. Shovel up top, jack handle down below. Leaves room right here. I know Max wants to mount a camera. Maybe there's a pouch or something over here, fire extinguisher. So I'm gonna get this shovel mounted first. So I'm essentially gonna mount this up kind of as high as I can to make plenty of room for that jack handle. So I'm gonna put a quick release, quick fist riser on either of these top 2 bridge panel locations. I'm gonna flip us around like this so I can see the BuiltRight logo. That was it. I'm a big fan of MOLLE nuts, but I'll tell you what, doesn't get much better than that. I feel like I'm cheating. You guys can't tell, but these Shovel-Tech shovels are kind of insane. Solid TIG welded chromoly. It's very heavy duty. That's what I love about it. But it can be a little bit of a bear moving it around. So I'm not going to cinch that down yet because I think I may have to move it to get to this jack handle. So next up I've got this Pro Eagle. I'm going to put this right here. In fact, onto the front mount. Simple as that. So fucking easy. It's like kind of unbelievable. Level, I might need to raise that one up to make them parallel. All right, so I realized on the front I'm limited a little bit by that small panel. I can loosen this, I think that's level. And we're good to go. So I'm really happy with that. Again, you can see how easy that is to configure and reconfigure. If you're seeing this, it's because I decided to let Max include this in the video. I'm always a little nervous because I know we have a lot of copycat businesses in the aftermarket right now that are keeping track of what we're doing and taking inspiration from it. I'm pretty comfortable with this because I know the excitement and the value of having a quick release MOLLE attachment, and I know how much work we put into the patent protection of it. So a little bit less nervous, but it's kind of the line we have to walk as an innovator, is how much we are able to share with you guys openly, because we love to do that, but also how much we need to kind of protect our own investment in R&D and engineering and pursuing ideas and stuff like this. So maybe you see none of that. I don't know. Let's get on with it. So this is a similar concept to the larger riser mount quick release that I showed you, but it's essentially just the quick release base platform. It's got some threaded holes in it, spot for a nut here so that there's some adjustability. But this basically turns anything that you attach to it also into a quick release item. So I've got 2 of them attached to a couple of super clamp riser mounts with super clamps to hold our recovery strap, or recovery rope, I suppose, down there. So I'm going to clip these in and get it strapped down. It's almost too easy. We're gonna have to come up with something else to show on video. All right, so this is our lock mount. This is going to clip into the panel, something like that. I can wrap the lock around whatever I need to. And then this has got a master lock Python lock in there. Okay. I'm not going to lock things yet, but we can do that. Next up, I've got a quick release fire extinguisher. A couple of MOLLE nuts on there. I think I'll put it right here. Not easy. Well, I think I could, but not as easy as I should be able to. I need this to be able to be pulled. So I can't put this right here. All right, so the main thing here is we want this to be in a spot that's easy to see, find, grab, whatever. So I'm kind of playing around with something like this at a little bit of an angle, maybe. I think maybe I'll try that out. All right, so we're putting a 1-inch Mountech ball here, using a couple of MOLLE nuts. We're going to use this to mount cameras and stuff. All right, so as you can see, a couple of loose ends left here. We'll lock things down, we'll strap things down once and for all once we've got the bed packed, ready for its cross-country trip. But we will be ready to get out there, unload our personal stuff, and rip it at King of the Hammers. So we're excited to get out there. We're gonna share a ton of it with you. See you next week. All right, these guys have been off-roading for like 20 minutes. This thing hasn't moved. It's solidly here, probably bouncing around like crazy. Sturdy.
This is to do the Blanco, that's what Paul is about. So Paul Wolf has been driving now for 9 hours.